I know for a fact that you guys are always on the lookout for more of these. Last month we had 2 back-to-back episodes of Spam Adventures. First time that's ever happened, and now we are back. Today is the day that the world gets to see what I and my Spam colleagues have been up to in Libyan Affairs: The Reckoning. Your first question might be, but Paul, why The Reckoning? Well, you might or might not remember this story from last March. Miss Jessica Ulrika Mayer. Alright? However, in spite of that being my name, however, I really want to establish a true relationship that may lead into a business partner or something else. Something else. Anything. That video you just saw comes from my very first episode of Spam Adventures, where we talked about the story of Jessica Ulrika Mayer, a northern Libyan, part-time NASA astronaut, fighting in an undisclosed war zone, sending emails through radio, and wanting me to safekeep more than $1 million for her while she fights the war. As you probably imagine, I very kindly and sincerely told our fellow scammer to go fuck themselves. But more than 7 months later, Jessica Ulrika Mayer has returned from the war and therefore returned to my inbox. So here is how everything played out. All right, let me just zoom in a little bit on this. There we go. All right, we're ready. Compensation from Ulrika Jessica Mayer. Now apparently their name is just flipped for whatever reason. Dearest one. Okay, here is where I put on my Russian accent, my trademark Russian accent. Dearest one, I'm happy to inform you about our success in getting those funds transferred under the cooperation of a new partner from India. For context, go watch the first part if you haven't already. It talks about how we got here. All right, so cooperation of a new partner from India. So basically, she has trashed me for somebody in India. Presently, I am in India for investment projects with my own part of the total sum. Meanwhile, I didn't forget your past efforts and attempts to assist me in transferring those funds despite the fact that it failed us somehow. Somehow it failed? I don't know how it failed. Anyway, so she sends me the details for a contact of hers. Now contact my pastor in Togo through his contact details below. His name is Pastor Paul Johnson, very appropriate. And he's got a Hotmail address in there and a telephone, which are probably fake. And if they're not, they're probably some weird Indian guy just, hello, how can I help you? Your Windows has virus, and you need to fix your virus in your computer. Anyway, let's keep going. And ask him to send you the check amount of $550,000. Still, though, we've gone down from the 1.2-ish million that she first suggested, but it's still a good amount, right? 550,000, as she says very clearly, which I kept for your compensation for all the past efforts and attempts to assist me through, though you kept off from me. Sorry for that. All right, let's keep going. Please send your contact address to him for delivery and let me know once you receive the amount. Yours sincerely, Miss Ulrika Jessica Mayer. Very polite. So I reply, yo, Mike Oxlong here. Because if you guys remember on the first part, I told her my name was Mike Oxlong, right? Mike Oxlong here. Indeed, it has been quite some time. I'm happy to see you. I am happy to see you have found financial love in the beautiful lands of India. Thank you for not forgetting about good old Mike. Our people here in Kyrgyzstan are suffering from a major global shortage of memes. So we need your help. I shall now contact the provided email address for details on how to solve this terrible crisis. Thank you for your long-lasting cooperation. Mike Oxlong. All the Japanese shit. Yeah, because literally what I did is I took some aesthetic text translator, so I just wrote in some text and the website gave me this as a like formatted text thing. All right, so that was actually the only email that I got from her. So now what I did is I turned over to her pastor in Togo. And so I emailed him. I said, "Dearest one, good day, Sir Pastor from Togo. My name is Mike Oxlong. I have been contacted by your work partner, Mrs. Jessica Ulrika Mayer, about a previous failed transaction in cooperation with her from the humble land of Kyrgyzstan. I would like to provide you with help by her personal request. In our exchange, she mentioned a $550,000 check which you would be able to facilitate. Please do reply back. Sincerely, Mike Oxlong." And the reason why I got this grin on my face is because I absolutely know what the fuck's coming up next. All right. So he replies and he says, "Calvary greetings from our Lord Jesus Christ. May the peace of God be unto you and your family. I am Pastor Paul Johnson. Ulrika Jessica Mayer handed me over a certified bank check amount of $550,000 to deliver to your which I have been waiting for you to contact me. Grammar much. As a matter of fact, I will be checking the courier service that will be faster to post the check to you to enable you deposit it in your bank, therefore clearing in your account." English. The amount is in certified bank check which you are to receive and deposit there in your bank account in your country. I would like to receive your full name, address, and telephone number, which I will use to post the bank check to you once I find out the meanings of posting the check and what courier service to use, as I cannot post the check by post office. I wait for your response and will details you more info after my inquiring of the courier service and will send you scanned copy of the check for your view. Thanks and God bless you. Pastor Paul Johnson." And then this is actually accurate. This is the same telephone, I believe. Yeah, it's the same telephone number that I got from there. So that is accurate. Okay, so I replied back and I said, "Greetings to you, sir. I have the utmost concern for security and professionalism in my global schemes to bring Kyrgyzstan to the world stage. How can I make sure, because, you know, I'm very cautious, how can I make sure this is a safe operation? I would like to know your full name, address, and telephone number before proceeding to disclose mine. I would also like to verify this with visual proof. May the force be with you." Mike Oxlong. He gets back, obviously, and he says, "Greetings to you. I noted your message and the content is well understood. I would not blame you for being skeptical for the fact that we do not know each other. I must assure you that this is legal and risk-free." Yeah, sure. For I am a man of God, which I cannot be party of anything that will jeopardize my image. Find attached my passport for your perusal, and below my contact informations as you requested. And then he does send out what I asked for. Name, Paul Johnson. Country, Togo. City, Lome, which I checked on Google Maps. It is a city in South Africa, and it is actually in Togo. It's a real country, by the way. West Africa, and the telephone number, the same thing. It is the capital of Togo. All right, so I got back again. Oh, they sent this. They sent this as an attachment. And I was like, yeah, that seems authentic to me. It doesn't totally seem like you photoshopped a badly stretched image of your persona. But that's not the worst thing. That isn't even... We're not even scratching the surface here. Basically, the worst thing about this is that he sent out this email on October 15th, right? And if you check the expiry date on the document, his passport is expired. His passport expired before he sent this. So I replied back to him with that. Greetings to you, man of God. I can't help but notice your passport expired a few days ago. Are you sure this is not fraudulent information? May force be with you, Mike Oxlong. And then I get a response which is very confusing. He tells me, yes, my passport expired a few days ago, and the information I give you is valid and not any fraudulent act. So the passport is expired, but it's still valid. But it's expired, but it's still valid. But it has expired. Just to be very clear here. Right. If you are not comfortable to claim the said check handed over to me by Ulrika Jessica Mayer to deliver it to you, should forget it, and I will find a means to return it back to her. I am not here to receive any insult or suspicious behavior from you. Then, if you are ready, I advise you to do the needle, whatever the fuck that means, and follow to my instructions. Alright, so I got back. Alright then. I shall give you the keys to my kingdom. Name. Mike Oxlong and Big. Address. I gave them an address that if you dial that in to Google Maps, it'll lead you to the middle of Antarctica. I'm not even joking. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's there. Go type it on Google Maps and see it for yourself. Mike Oxlong and Big. The address is right there. And then the telephone number, obviously had to be plus 69 for 201337, which coincidentally is also the telephone number that I gave Jessica Ulrika Mayer on our first spam adventure. So it's all tying together. It all comes back, right? It's the cycle is completed. But the best is yet to come. I have attached a photo of my identity below. May the force be with you. And this is what I sent them. Yeah. That works. Anyway, let's keep going, shall we? So, he replies after this intermission, calm down moment. Driving Kermit, more like driving Kermit. I almost choked on my drink. Why are you drinking in the middle of spam adventures? What's wrong with you? Driving Kermit. Anyway, he gets back and he says, "Send you proper ID bearing your picture and full name. It seems I am dealing with the wrong person." And in a very sharp moment of quick thinking, I thought, okay, I have to be consistent. So I dug an old spam Avengers and I did the following. You're right. I have mistaken the photo ID. Swap this with the old photo and you're good. That's what I sent them. Isn't he beautiful? He's so hot. For context, I sent the exact same pic on a previous Spam Adventure episode where they asked me for my photo. The one from the one that was Somalian Delight. Yeah, I think that was it. Curtis Vanina asked me for a photo, and I sent them this twice actually. So I thought I gotta stay consistent. You know, I gotta have to keep it together. So I did. Now, guys, this is where I have to tell you something. I have to be fully honest with you here. I expected one of our signature epic finales to a spam story. But things didn't quite go according to my plan. And now that I look back on it, it was probably for the best, because what I got instead is even more brilliant than an actual finale. They got so tired of me that they literally, and I kid you not, threw in the towel. They gave up and they stopped responding to my emails. They just couldn't take it anymore. And well, I don't blame them. So yeah. Hello, my dear Christian friend. Is the deal still on? Christian friend? This was this morning, by the way. I sent them this morning. So yeah. I have successfully outspammed the spammer. So yeah, I don't really blame them. After all, this is Spam Adventures, where everything and anything can happen. And that was Libyan Affairs, The Reckoning. Yep, I have officially broken the spammer. We did it. Kick snare? Sorry, I've only got a Kong. That'll have to do. Only Modus can truly break a spammer. Yep. I literally got nothing else back. That was the last we will ever hear from Pastor Paul Johnson.